living on a boat, one thing that we don't get too often are long car rides.
Yeah, you could probably guess we don't have room for a car on our boat. So we just have our dinghy in the back that we lower to get onto shore, and no car when we get there. We have our feet. So we walk most places, and if we really need to, then we can rent a car there or grab a taxi. But we aren't in a car most days, which is very different when we're living on the land and use a car to go everywhere.
Also, usually on the islands, all of the car rides are rather short. I mean, you can drive around the whole place within a few hours.
Yeah, so if you have some place you want to go, you can get there in probably less than an hour. While on land, we're going from grandma's house to church, and we've already been in the car for an hour and a half, and we haven't really, I mean, we took one stop, but still.
So it's a long way, and there are exceptions to the general island rule. Like in some places you go around for 15 minutes and you saw everything because it's so small.
Or in Hispaniola, or specifically when we were driving the Dominican Republic, it took us a long time to get to the different areas of it.
So there are different variations and exceptions, obviously. But generally on islands, yeah,
a few hours to go around.
Okay, Captain Grant, how do you feel with this wheel?
I love driving. First of all, the wheel is so much different because on a boat, the boat does its thing. You know, the wind, the waves, the boat moves in any direction. So you constantly have to alter the wheel position in order for the boat to kind of keep it in the direction you want to go. When you're driving a car, I mean, the slightest tilt and the car immediately reacts. Obviously,
It listens so well to you.
Yes, it is so different on a car than on a boat. But I love driving, and in United States the lines are on the right, so I'm driving on the right side, which is cool. On the islands, a lot of islands in Caribbean actually were you would drive on the left side of the road.
And you drove stick shift most of the time on the
I like
island.
driving stick shift. So when I'm driving on the road, I always enjoyed either listening to business CDs or listening to music. So I've never felt like trapped in a car. I always enjoyed driving. And you know, a lot of people I know don't like driving, especially in traffic. It never bothered me.
Oh, but tell the story of traffic in Turks and Caicos.
Yeah, so we're driving in Turks and Caicos in the island of Providenciales, and I'm using Google Map, and Google Map says, oh, there is this traffic area. Red traffic, you know. We get there, there were 3 cars.
3 cars.
3 cars.
And they weren't even slowed down at all.
Yeah, they were like 3 cars there, okay?
It
That's
was
traffic.
something like this. It was empty road with 3 cars.
Yeah.
But it was a
now
dirt
it's
road.
like-
Yeah, it's not
It's
dirt
dirt
road.
road.
It's a coral road. Actually, they shave the top of the island. They shave it in a form of a road, and then you drive on it. And next year they shave another slice off, and it's a road for them, which is really cool. Everything is white, you know, because it's white coral. It's gorgeous, beautiful.
Yeah, it's from dead coral, and when they grind it, it makes a nice sand. It's very, very cool. I love Turks and Caicos. And we kiddos have always been in the back of the car. I still don't know how to drive, so I haven't really had the opportunity to be in the driver's seat, and the passengers is always occupied. So
By Mama.
my mama or grandparents.
A rightful place for me, I would say.
I agree. So I live in the back with my sister Anastasia. It's been like that since we were little kids.
And for me, since we were so young, whenever we had long drives or road trips, my favorite thing to do would just be to lay down and sleep.
Yep, and
On
I'd
Ramona.
sleep right on top
We'd
of
be
her.
like this, and that is like a core memory from my childhood.
Me too.
Sister bonding.
Yeah.
Because we were low-key
Oh, my
besties
girl.
our whole
And
life.
we still are low-key besties.
Yeah.
Do you have another bestie?
No. She always comes number 1, and in cars we always love to talk about different shows that we watch or
Yes.
listen to different music like Papa said. So we all really love car rides, and I also just love to sleep, so.
I've Just drive, stay ahead and stay ahead and stay alive. We got no time for moping when we're working and we're coping. So pedal to the metal and drive.
Also, something I love to do on the car rides is look outside of the window. And when we're traveling on different islands, the views outside will always be different based on the vegetation of the island or the buildings of the island. Like in Galapagos, they'd have trees filled with moss, but then in Tahiti, they'd have these lush, different types of trees that would just be so cool. So everywhere we go, things look different, yeah. And also the roads are very, very different wherever you go on the boat, because some places have more infrastructure when it comes to the roads, and others it's just a dirt path.
So in a lot of islands, they don't have stop lights. Many islands don't even have stop signs. Quite a lot of them have, we call them loop-de-loops, but they're roundabouts. So you drive, and instead of coming to a stop sign or a stoplight, you just go around a centerpiece, and whoever got there first, whoever is inside of the circle, he has a right of way of getting out of the circle. So I kind of like that, because then, you know, if there is not a lot of cars, you don't have to wait for a light to turn different color. I know in Tahiti there were some stoplights, but quite a few other islands did not have any. And a lot of other places don't have lights on the roads. Quite often it's just a road, and you just drive around without having illuminations on the road. It's different.
As we drove to different places throughout the day, the views were just so charming. Papa actually paused our filming a few times to tell us to quickly take a video of something cool around us, like even a new Amazon factory building that we passed by. Alona always gets surprised by how wide the roads are here. Obviously, the freeways especially have so many lanes, and the parking lots are so packed and extensive. I know most of you watching are probably used to this sort of environment, but for us there's a very slight culture shock since we've lived on the boat for so long. But a sad part is when I look outside of the window, especially here in California, which is also true in places with bigger cities, is that there is just a lot of smog in the air. In the islands, there would be such clear air where you could see the stars perfectly and the sunsets perfectly with all the definition of the colors. Here, just the sunsets are hazy, and you can look, and even at night, there's an area of gray on the horizon where I can tell that it's smog and air pollution, and it makes me really sad, but hopefully in the future there will be less of it.
As you see, the sun is setting now. It's been a long day. We went shopping, we met up with some friends, and a lot of that is because we can be in a car driving place to place for long periods of time. So we're very thankful for that, and we are very happy to be taking long car drives.
And thanks for watching this extended version about our thoughts on cars as boat people.